Brian Hennessy here with Kevin Brown, Fletcher High School head football coach. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Upcoming season, it's here.
Yep,
It's
we're
here.
here.
Media day was today. Yesterday, first practice, I'm guessing.
We had Midnight Madness.
Midnight
So
Madness.
at 12:01, we hit the field and practiced till about 3 in the morning.
Oh, man. Anyone falling asleep?
No.
They were excited,
They
right?
were excited. They were excited.
You're excited? More excited now?
No.
Or who's more excited?
They are. That's the truth.
So we talked a little bit over the summer, and now with this playoff schedule coming in, it's different. It's different. I've talked to coaches all day today, and I want to know your perspective on it. Some coaches that had success say they don't like it. Some coaches that didn't have success, under my opinion, said that they like it. What do you think about it?
Yeah, we're in a district where last year I felt like 3 of us could make the playoffs. And if we were on that playoff system last year, Lee, Columbia, and Fletcher would have all made the playoffs.
Yeah.
We were an 8-2 team, but we accumulated enough points to go. For me personally, I think it's good because every game's going to count. I'm talking, there's going to be games that we're going to be favored, and you know how people, pro level all the way down, you can't let up. So every game's going to count now. There's no way you can have a hiccup on Friday night.
Can you, let's say it's 30 to 6, you guys are winning. Do you have to keep pressing on the gas?
No,
Is it like
I mean,
that? How does that work? Or
no,
is it just one
I
loss?
think as a coach, a head coach should have enough experience that he knows when he's in control. And we don't want to need to get in that, but I'm always going to try to play as many kids as I can.
I'm just wondering with the playoff schedule, is
Yeah,
it like the
there's no
BCS
point.
kinda,
No,
where it's like, oh, they blew
all
us?
this is a points on. You get points for playing a team in your classification. Okay.
Yeah.
A win, you get so many points. A loss, you get so many. But if you play somebody lower, you get less points for winning because they're a lower classification.
Gotcha.
Now, if you lose that game, you about did yourself in. If you play a team that's lower classification, but a playoff team, there's points involved. So I play a team lower in class, but they were playoff. For example, last year with us, it was Fort White. They're lower in classification, but they went 3 rounds in the playoffs. We would have accumulated all that for beating a playoff
So
team.
this is strategic. You had to really sit down on this and.
The one thing I did is I tried to play everybody in my class or higher. Or if you were lower class, I wanted you to be in a playoff system. And then, we have a gateway conference. So we have to play some teams in our conference. The bottom line, you can't lose the game you're supposed to win. And the games that you are favored, you need to win. And the games that are an underdog, you need to rise up because that's going to help you. The flip of the coin, you better win the flip. So to me, it puts a little bit of tension. High school kids, it's a different feel.
Yeah.
And it's going to help us. It's going to help me with practice and things like that.
So talking about this upcoming season, I remember when I played, we would lose a running back or lose a quarterback, and it was huge.
Absolutely.
And for me, mentally, I'm like, this isn't going to be the same. Talk about some of the guys you lost, but then some of those young guys that are coming up and taking over.
Yeah, I mean, I lost some, we had some guys sign. I had 10 guys sign last year. So I lost 10 signees.
Yeah.
Different levels, but
That's
I lost
huge, though.
I lost 10 signees. But the cool part is we were lucky enough to be in control of some games. So a lot of the kids that are replacing them got 50 plus reps.
That's good.
And I keep that. I always keep that. And I think it's real important, especially when you're building a program, to try and, if you know this kid's going to be a starter for you, he needs some reps. So we try to plug that in when we can. And I was lucky in that last year we were able to do that. And the kids that are taking those spots this year got a lot of playing time.
So you got your kids right here, your players. I know they'll say it, you won't. One team that you're marking on the calendar. I know Coach says day to day, game to game. What's one team that they're excited to play?
That's a trick question, so that's good. I think they are motivated for Lee and Columbia.
They're going up the
I know but they need to worry about all the other games too. You know, everybody we had some teams that didn't have great years, but our district, we got to win those games.
Yeah.
And listen, that's, cliche, what do you want? But it's real.
Absolutely.
And here's the thing. What I've got to get across to them, and I think I do, is every day at practice you get better. And when you play a game on Friday, you are practicing your skill. And that skill, whether the team is not as good as you or not, but you got to practice that skill to get ready for the one you circled on the calendar.
Yep.
If you don't do that week by week, the one you circled on the calendar is not going to matter. And they're doing the same thing. Don't fool yourself.
Yeah.
They've circled you too, because they know you've circled them.
Yep.
So they can talk about that. And as a coach, I'm going to talk day to day, week to week, game to game. But I believe that's the talk I've heard in the weight room. So
should be a great season.
it
Coach.
will.
Thank you
I'm
so
happy.
much.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.